ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
If I can't do it, homie, it can't be done.
Yeah, keep me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies, make money, money.
It's hard out here for a pill. When he tryna get this money for a real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go, money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? It is Alex, the Fantasy Football Hustler, back at you. We got another episode of Elevated Sports Talk. Who wants to join me in saying screw you to Thursday night football? Oh my gosh, man. They are really trying to make it hard on us this week. Whoo! Screw Thursday night football. Shout out to Stranger. What up? JPZ. What up? King D. Shout out to the LBC. Derek. Salute. You the man. Thanks for hopping in. And JPZ said, good luck this weekend to the playoff bound DJs, bro. Good luck to everybody who has Cooper Kupp in their playoff lineup right now. You are already started with one hand tied behind your back. It doesn't mean that we can't win. It just means we got to be very smart with the rest of our start and sit decisions. That is what it is all about. Whew. And yeah, it is Friday the 13th, everybody. So let's smoke it up because you know some spooky shit's going to be going down. Hey, and shout out to Mosley. Say what up and smoke up, bros. Let's get it. Hey, shout out to Matt. What up, homie? Thanks for coming through. Time to smoke and time to get rid of fucking Cooper Kupp Thursday night. Bad fucking football juju, man. We're so done. We are so done. So done. All right. It's so funny because there's a post on Facebook and someone was like, shout out to all these so-called experts not telling us that it was gonna rain. And I don't think he was talking to me like specifically, but it's funny. I was like, dude, all we heard all week is that there was a chance that it could rain. Like how did everybody not hear that? And but yeah, who the hell thought that it was going to be a fucking monsoon in Northern California? Like nobody thought that at all. Nobody thought that at all. Shout out to Theo, but we got to smoke. We got to smoke. Let's get rid of these Thursday vibes. Get on to some Friday vibes.
So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Roll a fatty for this pimp daddy.
Oh shit. And I am yours. What's up? Literally came here just to use this emote, then switch into Rumble. I like it. I'm gonna make sure to add that emote. Oh wait, you know what that is? That's not an emote. That's a GIF. And I don't know if I can add GIFs to to what's it called, to Rumble, but I know I can add that, you know, like that emoji to Rumble. I'll add that. Hell yeah. And Stranger said Friday the 13th, no wonder my PS5 needs a reset. That requires a password download on USB, then upload to PS. And I don't own a computer. Son of a bitch, man. Son of a bitch. Matt, happy Purdy the 13th. Man. Purdy Kupp the 13th. Man. So fucking ridiculous. And Big Bando said, okay, 2-part question. I need you to pick 3 out of these 4. Addison, Allen, Mooney, Hopkins. So is that Braylon Allen? Let me know. I'm not really thinking about any. Not really thinking about any other Allen. Let me know. Is that Braylon Allen that I'm choosing from? What up, Pam? So damn, that's cold. Fucking Cooper Kupp, fucking Brock Purdy, Keenan Allen. Okay, all right. Let's see. I think that I am going to pick Mooney and Addison. And then I think I'm picking Hopkins as of now. And then out of those three that I should play, which would you sit if Sharps is the lead back this week? Hopkins, and Sharps is going to be the lead back this week. I really don't think Ken Walker and Bucky, those are two who I am not confident about them actually playing this week. I don't think it's going to happen. J. Phil, Cooper Kupp's Puka's nuts. Man, this was just so ridiculous, man. So ridiculous. And like, I guess what's funny is people thinking that it was the weather that like really made like everybody like play horribly and not be able to catch. But Puka had 7 catches for 97 yards. So what? Puka's the only guy who can like catch. He's the only guy like wearing gloves. Like, hell no, man. I think people are getting a little too ridiculous thinking that the weather played that much of a part in the game. Like San Fran, they've been shutting down everybody's wide receivers. And look, George Kittle, he's the only one that could catch like over there. No. They just played each other very well. This was a really shitty divisional game where they knew exactly what the other team was going to do. Like both teams knew exactly what the other teams were going to do. Big Bando said, bet fire up Addison, Mooney, and Sharp, sit Keenan and D-Hop. Yes, sir. So I'd be leaning. And Theo, I hope Bucky doesn't play to give him an extra week. Got the bye. Well, I mean, he's like, there's no guarantee that he's going to play next week. Like they said, his back is all fucked up. And like, yeah, like I love Bucky and we want him out there, but it's like, man, it is, it's tough. It's tough sledding right now. It's tough sledding, man. I can't believe it fucking sucks, man. I got in my 32 team league. I got no Bucky. I got fucking Demarcus Robinson, who got 0 last night. Son of a bitch. And Tron Force, luckily I'm out by with Kupp in my lineup. Shit. I mean, the way that everybody's playing this week, would we even be excited about playing him next week? He plays the Jets next week. Those goddamn Jets. Shout out to Mowgli. Who would you start, bro? Darnold, J Love, or Goff? Probably leaning. I'm not playing Love. He's got the hardest matchup out of everybody. I'm probably playing Goff. But man, Darnold is so goddamn tempting. He is so tempting to play. Tron Force Kupp always. Kupp plays against the Jets next week in New York. If inclement weather, I may pivot to JSN over Kupp. Yeah. Theo said I was talking about the divisional games being tough to call because they face each other twice a year, watch film on each other twice. Glad I took the Rams at 2.25, though. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's what everybody really forgets. Like, well, I mean, it's not that we forget, but maybe we just don't remember. But yeah, these divisional teams play each other twice a year as opposed to like, I don't know, like the NFC and the AFC teams. Like you play each other once every 4 years. Like most of the time, like unless it's some kind of like fucking rivalry that the NFL like puts on paper, like most of the time teams are playing playing non-divisional teams once every 4 years. And fucking divisional teams you play twice a year, every year. You just know each other way better, especially when it's the same coaches like carrying over and shit. And it was bad play calling. bad play calling all around. Really bad decision making by the quarterbacks. Great pass rush from both teams. So there was like just all these things that were like working against the game. Like you say, you think Goff versus the Bills? I think Darnold's going to destroy the Bears, to be honest. I mean, he might, but why? I mean, we're talking about a 12-1 team and a guy who more often than not has been on fire. We've seen Darnold go both ways. Big pause. But look, just even Bills over the last 5 weeks. Let's see. I mean, they gave some points to Staffy when they were at home. Let's see. I mean, the Bears, they've given up two good games. One of them was Darnold. One of them was Purdy. Still wasn't insane, the numbers that they gave up to like Darnold when they played. I mean, it was good. And then outside of that, they're kind of just middle of the road as far as like giving up points. See, another thing is the divisional matchup. Like, and seeing, like, I know that there's going to be people who aren't thinking about that, but like, this is the second time that they played them this year. Darnold did go for 330 and 2 touchdowns the last time for 25 points. But yeah, the matchup might not be better on paper, but the divisional matchup between the Bears and the Vikings, like, I don't know. I'm nervous about that. And hey, shout out to Toker1. What up? What up? Song in the house. What up? And Jeff, what up, bro? I need a flex. Ridley, Jacoby, BTJ, or Sincere. I'm leaning Ridley as of now. Things may change, but I'm leaning Ridley as of now. Hey, what up, Zeb? What's going down? And Mowgli said, good point. Yeah, I mean, as long that's just, you know, I may go back and forth on this over the next couple days, but like literally, we just saw a divisional matchup where both teams, we just assume, like even Vegas had the over-under at 49. That was one of the highest over-unders on the week. And like, yeah, there's a little bit to blame on the rain, but like it was not raining most of the second half and they still didn't do shit in the second half, you know? So it's like the rain could be blamed, but like it wasn't the rain. It was like these defenses like knowing exactly how to shut down the other teams. Kupp got 0 fucking catches. Like just that alone shows how much these divisional matchups, like, you know, just can go that way to where someone gets shut down or multiple people or even the whole fucking teams get shut down. And Captain Spock, what up, bro? He said, happy. He said, Friday the 13th, salute. Just got back from the dispo. Got some, what is that? Yazandi, 33% THC. Nice. All right. Let's smoke it up, bro. And Captain Spock, what's the YouTube channel that you help out, or like the Discord? I can't remember, but like, I feel like I remember, but I also don't want to be wrong. Do they even smoke weed over there? Oh yeah, because it's the one dude who used to mess with the fantasy stock exchange, or at least that's how I know him. Yeah, Notorious Fantasy. There we go, Nick. Right? Yeah. Yeah, do they even smoke weed over there? So curious. And Zeb going to Metallica. Nice. And tonight. Sweet. And went to the Rams Bills last Sunday. Yeah, dude, that shit was crazy. And Carr gonna play? No, they already said he's not. They said, what's his name? Heener? Heener's gonna start. And fire up the backup Saints QB or Ritter. Well, see, there's no guarantee that Ritter's the one who's even going to start. Like, I mean, maybe tomorrow we'll find out, like, for sure. But they said that there's a chance that Aiden O'Connell could play. So I would just make sure that you got someone else in addition just to Ritter, because no, I don't want to play Heener. Not versus Washington. They're getting Marshawn Lattimore back, so it's like even worse for him and just for the wide receivers like over there. Like, yeah, so I wouldn't want to be playing Heener, and I would make sure that you have another option besides Ritter, because there's no guarantee that he actually like plays either, that he starts anyways. He could play, like it could be O'Connell who plays and then Ritter comes in, but Stranger said 49 over under and nobody scored a TD. First game, no way. First game this year without a TD. That's not easy to do. Like literally the first game of the year with no touchdowns, and we're in week 15. Like, come on. Like, yeah. So damn, that means there's been no shutouts this year. Is that what that means? That there's been 0 shutouts this year? Well, I guess there could still be a shutout because one person on the other side would be scoring the touchdowns. But I'm going to go look. Has anybody actually been shut out this year? I mean, I'm going through this and I see a lot of scores with 6. That's interesting. First game without a touchdown this season. You know, I made it all the way through week 4. Yeah, I mean, I see a score of 3 by the Dolphins against the Seahawks. Patriots score of a 3. I see a lot of 3s and 6s, but that's crazy. There's been 0 teams that have got shut out this year. That's weird. I wonder if that's the first year this happened. Cool. Running the Discord. Okay, that's what it was. Nice. Zeb going to Universal Studios next week, hitting up Nintendo World. Nice. I know Noble wants to do that. It's still so new that it seems like every time I see someone fucking posting from there, it always looks crowded as fuck. Like just beyond crowded. And I know people might be taking the videos on like Saturdays or whatever. Like I hate going to amusement parks on the weekend. We always go during the week. And yeah, Metallica should be dope for him. Bob said Notorious Fantasy is on that Adderall. He don't smoke. Well, that's what I figured. And what up, Bob? What up? Pam said Washington or Cincy D. I'm leaning on the Washington side as of right now. Cheers, Zeb. And JP's the Atlanta came close a few times to getting shut out. Freaking bums.
He's a bum.
And Stranger, even if there is a shutout one side. Well, yeah. That's what I was saying as I was going through, is that one of the sides could have scored a touchdown. But no, I looked through the whole schedule right now, just scrolled all the way from week 15 all the way back to week 1. There's a lot of teams that scored 3, a lot of teams that scored 6, but I didn't find one game where one team scored 0 points. I didn't find one game. So if I missed one, let me know. But yeah, I didn't find one game where one team got shut out. 3, I saw a lot of 3s and a lot of 6s. Zeb said go on a random Tuesday or Wednesday, not that busy. Okay. And KJ, I need a miracle this week. Played Kupp and Jennings last night. I mean, Jennings didn't do horrible, but yeah, he said was 10-4. I need a nuclear game from at least 2 of my remaining lineup to have a shot. Who do you got? Let's throw it out in the universe right now, man, because I had Kupp and Jennings in some places too. I mean, Kittle, even in tight end premium, he still didn't do that good. And I am you're the man. He said, so glad all of my players last night. I had Kyren and our league as a bonus for a 100-yard rushing game. Nice. Yeah, let me see. I wonder if I won any bets last night. I feel like I lost all of them except maybe one. And one of them, because I went heavy on the on that Demarcus Robinson shit. Like, what the fuck, dude? He could have had that if Stafford wouldn't have been such an idiot. Yeah, the bet that I hit last night. was Kyren over 89.5 total yards and Kittle over 58.5. That was the first bet that I placed. That should have been the one that I told everybody to go hard on. Sorry, everybody. Pam said drop Coker or MVS for an extra DST. My others is the Eagles. Yeah, drop Coker. Yeah. Yeah, for Dynasty. Yeah, get rid of Coker. We don't need to treat our nose right now. Yeah. Hollywood. What up, Hollywood?
Sing about Hollywood.
So what's up, Huss? Said Kupp gets the middle finger today, right? Big old fuck you to Cooper Kupp, man. What the fuck, man? You know what? I got a song that we could play for Cooper Kupp. I got a song that we could play for Cooper Kupp. Okay. All right, this one's gonna be for Cooper Kupp. Let's not get it. The song's called "Fuck You, Bitch," and it's a country song. Guy talking about his ex, Wheeler Walker Jr. But we're gonna pretend that he's talking about Cooper Kupp right now, and we're gonna smoke some weed, and we're gonna release all this Cooper Kupp. Stranger said this song makes me think of Wild Thing. Hold on. I mean, you know, there's only one Wild Thing that I know. This one.
I hate this fucking song.
Okay, KJ. Flex, Mike Evans, Thielen, Garrett Wilson, Braylon Allen. Leaning Garrett Wilson. Zeb, Swift or Rico? Rico, man, is a horrible matchup for Swift. Rico actually has like one of the best matchups, if not the best matchup. Yeah, Jennings had the targets, just didn't get the catches. Real bummer. For sure, man. For sure. How many targets did he end up having last night? Dude, 9 targets. 9 targets. You only reel in 2 fucking catches. Like, what the fuck? Toker won this Sunday. We'll have a shootout. I hope so. I hope so. KJ have Hurts. Monty believing on playing Caleb on Monday as a long shot. Have Ferguson and Otten. Yeah, I mean, the one thing that sucks about Hurts is he's going up against the worst matchup that you can have for any quarterback. The best thing about Hurts is he could get 2 or 3 tush pushes in one game. But that's literally the only reason why you play Hurts this week is if you are banking on him getting multiple tush pushes, because that'll keep his floor high no matter what. I'm nervous. I'm hella nervous about starting Hurts. And Caleb, I hate Caleb, but the Vikings, they're a great matchup and they're in the dome. Like if it was Caleb in the elements, I would say, fuck no. I would just rather take my chances with Hurts, but they're in a dome this week. So that's like, I mean, it's a YOLO play for sure, but you know, it's like you only play Hurts if you think he's getting multiple tush pushes in this game. Seb said my kicker Moody got more points than Debo. Trash for sure, man. Fuck Debo. Man, I mean, I don't know if anybody actually played Debo like here, because I mean we were so off of him. Like you had to have like nobody to play him. And I think even in the leagues, even in the Hustler fucking dynasty leagues where you get 2 points per reception, I think he barely got 10 points, like barely. And Zeb, Higgins or Flowers? Tough matchups for both. I'm going Higgins. Stranger most recent shutout I found was Panthers 0 Bucks 7. January 7th. Shit. See, you got to go back to last season to see that. That's crazy that there was 0 teams that got shut out even once. That's kind of crazy. Because you usually always see 1 or 2. Like, I mean, and that, like, I remember one year the Chargers they shut out a team and then they got shut out the next week. It was like 1 week they score 33-0, and then the next week they get blown out like 33-0. It's fucking weird. Chargers always fucking suck like that. And hey, what up, Frank? Fine to shout you out. What up, Kelly? Been sad all season. Didn't have a lot of Purdy and Kupp and Jennings, but a little happy last night. And I'd tip you today, but I spent my budget on DeMarcus. If it was DeMarcus less than 17.5, you would have cashed out. Man, it sucks. I should have said the first bet. I thought that one was going to be the easiest one. I should have said the first bet that I made, because that was the one that actually hit. And it was the Kyren over 89.5 total yards. And John, what up? Wiping my feet on the way in. Appreciate you. For everyone who doesn't know what wiping your feet means, it means hitting that like button on the way in. Hit that like button wherever you guys are. And shout out to Devo hopping in on Rumble. What up? If you guys aren't on Rumble, go follow over there and go hit the subscribe button on Rumble and become a paid member. We appreciate you. Support the mission. And John said Stevenson or JSN. Ew. I kind of like both guys this week. I'm a little bit nervous about Stevenson just because we've seen Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde, or Mr. Hyde, whatever the fuck. I'm gonna say JSN. Otten or McBride? McBride, baby. Otten's Wheeler, like wheel, E-R. Wheeler Walker Jr. I first discovered him on Ridiculousness. It was so funny, and this was the song that they played like a little clip of. And he pretty much said that none of the record companies will fuck with him because of the type of music that he makes. Like he just talks about like smoking weed and fucking chicks and being a rock star and like just like crazy shit, but like, yeah, the record companies won't fuck with him. So he said that now he does appearances. He's like on Joe Rogan, on fucking Ridiculousness, and yeah, it's so funny. Captain Spock fight any Kupp on any of my teams, I'd be in a bad mood all day. Nothing sucks like being eliminated on Thursday of week 15. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, man. It sucks. I know I had him, I think, only on one playoff team, luckily. But the leagues that we're in, we have like 17 starters, so I got a lot of guys who can make up for Kupp. Ryan, start Nick Chubb or Bigsby, second flex, no PPR. Tank. We're going tank, man. Franks, that's what ATL gets for stealing Penix from the Raiders. Smokey the cat, what up, bro? Hey, long time no see. And he said playoffs, had a bye week, hoping to take this year in my two home leagues. Nice. Let's get it. Whew. All right. We've been rocking for almost an hour. Yeah, what else? We talked a lot of shit about Kupp, calling him a damn bitch. And Toker won. Shakira Higgins. Ooh. I'm gonna say Higgins in this one. People are getting healthy in Buffalo. Strange, my favorite part of the Sam Kinison wild thing is we all got all kinds of wild thing that we went through our lives and made it hell because everyone had one. You mean nobody likes to lose. All right, let's see. Let me just throw that one on. Let's see. Jason said, need your help drafting next year. Man, yeah, you got to get the best thing for like if you're going to be doing a bunch of drafts is you want to be on the all access tier at the 420 crew or the ultimate priority. Like I will literally we could be on FaceTime or whatever, on a video call. And like, I could literally be telling you what I would do in certain situations. Smoking a Cat just got a new job where I have to be mentally present, but I found the loophole. Nice. There we go. Didn't take you long to find the loophole. We like it. Protect the speakers. Uh-oh, I see the cover. Okay. You're on. Anybody who's a Rumble paid subscriber, you get 20 entries for the $5. Anybody who's left super chats along the way throughout the season, all those have been marked down. Anybody like that's YouTube, that's Rumble, that's Twitch, that's everywhere. And if you want to get more raffle tickets, 420superchat.com. That's the way you can buy them in $1 increments, and you get one entry for every dollar. But the way that you get extra entries per dollar is by being a Rumble paid subscriber or being a Patreon paid subscriber. Toker one said that Dr. Dabber is mine. Yeah, you got a bunch. You might have the most entries out of everyone in the raffle right now with 300. Perry says that Sam Kinison. Yep. We were talking about Wild Thing earlier, and yeah, Stranger had been mentioned Sam Kinison so much they just played it. Sure, you ever heard Sam's World Hunger Routine's hilarious. Senor Rojo, first memory of that Wild Thing song was from Charlie Sheen. Well, yeah, that's how it all started. I was like, wait, is it this Wild Thing?
I hate this fucking song.
Yep. You are in, Pam. You are in. Whew. Yeah, so what are some things that we got? We got a signed Ricky Williams jersey. We got a signed Joe Mixon jersey. We have a $200 Dr. Dabber electronic dab rig. Multiple Heisman t-shirts. That's Ricky Williams weed brand. I'm going to have 1 or 2 420 crew shirts, like some of the new designs. Like they should be getting to me either today or tomorrow. And then what else? I feel like Mike Tyson, Tyson 2.0 grinder. So yeah, we got a handful of cool things. And you know, maybe I'm gonna hit up Jerome Baker right now and see if we might be able to get a bong, one of the bongs thrown in the mix. All right. There we go. Let's see. So we'll see if we we'll see. I helped him do some stuff in 2024. He hooked me up with this bong for free. Well, I mean, as payment for my time and all that. I mean, because I did put in some work for those guys. Yeah, we'll see. I know they're like donating things for raffles to make sure that their name is always flowing around. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we can get a Jerome Baker bong in the mix for the raffle as well, because that would be super cool, because all of their bongs are the shit, and we got to get more people smoking out of the Jerome Baker bongs. And if you guys don't know, I mean, they're one of the sponsors of the show. I don't shout it out there much, but I mean, the only thing that I really will be smoking out of ever is a Jerome Baker bong, and I want you guys to get on my level. And I got them to give me like a promo code. So you guys, anyone who orders a bong from Jerome Baker, as long as you use the promo code fantasy, you'll get 10% off. And you know, if you're a glasshead and you go for one of their more expensive pieces, like that 10% off is like really nice. Bam said I need to smoke. I want that jersey. Yeah, and which one? The Ricky Williams one? This one is dope. So dope. Heisman Trophy 98 on the written on there as well. Perry, Laporta, or Ertz. I'm going Ertz. Frank said weed is a performance-enhancing substance for fantasy football. You're damn right it is. Because there'll be some times where the weed will make me second guess my answer. And I'll say one answer. I'm like, no, never mind. Scratch that. We're going this way because of this. Stranger said, I wish my lungs were okay to smoke. I wish my lungs were okay with smoke that goes through water. Why? What happens when you what happens when you hit out of a bong? Paris, in your opinion, who's Heisman? I think Gianti personally. Man, I really think Gianti also, but like, I mean, that's who I want to win because like you can only play who's on your schedule, and he just dominated, you know, and like the fucking what's his name? Travis Hunter doesn't play in the SEC either. So if that's the knock against Gianti, like he should have the same fucking Hunter should have the same knock against him for not playing in the SEC. I mean, I think it's Gianti, man. Like this motherfucker, like he sat out half of games. That wasn't really, I don't know if that wasn't his choice. That was him being a team player. And like, you know, that I guess that's what sucks though. Like that could be the difference between him winning and losing though. That's the thing. Like, yeah. He should have played, man. Like he shouldn't have sat out those halves. Like he really shouldn't have. He could have, like, just imagine if he played some of those full games and he had 400 or 500 yards in a game. Like that would make it undeniable. Like those games where he got 250 and a half. Like, man, I mean, just that alone right there. Like, I mean, that's overshadowing all of his offense plus everything, like right there. And then he has 116 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. I mean, you know, Travis Hunter, like those numbers aren't going down as one of the best seasons for a wide receiver, you know, and they're definitely not going down as the best numbers for like a DB. Is the Heisman Trophy just a popularity contest now too? I wonder. But yeah, that's Gianti killed it. Like even last year, like his rushing 1347 and 14 touchdowns. Like that's more than Hunter had this year. And shit, Gianti had way more receiving last year. 569 last year.
69 dudes.
But I don't think he even had to do any, like he didn't have to do any like receiving work really. Like he was killing it so much on the ground that it didn't even matter. Perry said there's a guy from SDSU who had the Triple Crown. Look up the name because I don't think it was, I mean, Marshall Falk I know killed it there, but I don't know if it was him. But let me know who was the running back. Was that Penny? Stranger said rolls. I'm not contaminating my weed with paper. Could never smoke blunts. Mixing tobacco and weed makes my lungs explode. So what way do you what do you smoke with, stranger? Just out of pipes? Senor Rojo, I'm 45, been smoking since high school. I can't smoke blunts anymore. It makes my throat feel all scratchy and cough too much. Yeah, and like when I was like 18, 19, like, dude, I was like, this is back. You could buy the Swisher Sweets. This one place had, it was buy one, get one free. And it was like, but they were like $4 or whatever, $4.50, something like that. So pretty much $5, but you got 2 packs. And man, that's when I was the 420 hustler. And like, man, so I mean, I would be, you know, rolling up a bunch and be like going and delivering to people. Then they'd be rolling up match one. And man, I'd be smoking like 10 or 20 blunts a day. Like that was when I had a crazy like smoker's cough. I don't even have like a smoker's cough anymore. I mean, I'll cough while I'm smoking, but I just don't like, I'm not like walking around and like, you know, like nothing like that. And use either raw papers or the hemp leaves. Nice. I met the creator and owner of Raw a couple months ago, and yeah, super cool. I know I have the video somewhere, but he was like, "This guy is a hustler." So funny. And Perry, when Ken Walker didn't win it, 1819 definitely felt like it was a popularity contest. What was Ken Walker's? Let's go see. Ken Walker college stats. So had to be 21, right? Michigan State 2021, 1636 and 18 touchdowns and 1 receiving touchdown. I mean, 6.2 yards per carry. Yeah, he killed it. Hemp leaves are good since it's actual weed leaf. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's better. I'd rather smoke a hemp. I'd rather smoke a hemp wrap versus a blunt. I just don't like blunts anymore. I just don't. Nick Nash, Satoria, McMillan. I felt like both had better wide receiver seasons than Hunter. So let's look. NCAA 2024 receiving yards leaders. Let's go see. 1152 compared to 1382. I mean, that's not that big of a difference. I mean, 200. I mean, that's 200 yards. I mean, that is a big difference for like the season. But if like most of them, I mean, if that's 10 games, I mean, you know that it's 20 extra yards a game. Like that's not like insane. 92 receptions compared to 104. Nick Nash out of San Jose University. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about San Jose University, right? Well, yeah, he had the most touchdowns. Yeah, most receptions, most yards, most touchdowns. That's funny. Nick Nash from San Jose University. And Travis Hunter, 14. I mean, that's the second most. But look at Gianti, 2497. The next closest guy, 1660. Like that is so above and beyond. Like, and he did have a crazy amount of so whoever the SDSU guy is, Marquez Cooper, he's got 50 more touches than him. And it's crazy because like Gianti's average, I mean, like if we're saying like the average of guys who had 100 carries or more, Gianti, there was only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 guys with over 100 carries or more with a higher average per carry. His average 7.3 on 344 carries. And those guys whose averages were above him, they only had in the hundreds. They weren't in the 200s or 300s. Most of these guys that you see around Gianti with the attempts in the 2s and the 3s, I mean, you see 5s and 6s, you know, but like him at 7.3, that's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. One of the longest carries of the year with 27. There's a dude from Army who had 29 touchdowns on the ground. See, and maybe like that's where it's like a little bit closer, like on the touchdowns, because someone tied him with 29, and there's a 23, 22, 21, 20. But yeah, like the yardage is not even close. Not even close. Next closest guy has 800 yards less. That's insane. Yeah, Perry said raw cones are the way for sure. For sure. Perry said, I know Hunter is known to be a horrible tracker. I wonder how he is on tackles at the position. I mean, let's go see. I don't want to see the teams. I want to see the players. I mean, so he had like 20 solo tackles, right? Like, I mean, you got guys who got 90, 70s, 60s, you know, he's nowhere close. 11 assisted tackles, you know, nowhere close. Like, I mean, there's so many players with over 100 total tackles, and he had like 30 tackles, you know. Even the interceptions, I mean, he's tied for 17th, but there's was one guy with 7 and 6, then a bunch of guys with 5s, and then a bunch of guys with 4s. But yeah, on defense, I think people are just stroking him off because, you know, his defensive stats are like, unless people are considering him a shutdown corner, you know. But yeah, I wish I knew what his what his percentage of tackles was, you know, his tackle rate or whatever. I wish we had those numbers, but yeah, but either way, it's not good. And Sharon said, I tried raw and I stand by my opinion. Glass bowls for me. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're going to go joints, like, yeah, I'd much rather be on glass than on joints. And Perry said, I swear, man, they think he's Charles Woodson. Exactly. Like, I mean, and I think that's why people, like, there's certain people who just don't like me because, like, when people will be stroking off Travis Hunter, and I'll be like, yeah, but he was whatever at like DB. Like, he doesn't have good stats. I mean, but he played offense too. Like, so like if we're judging him like off of like, you know, him being a defender, he's kind of whatever, you know, like he wouldn't be smart to come in the NFL as a defender. He would not be. He would get roasted. He would get roasted. So he doesn't even bother to tackle. I mean, he has to get more than 3 or 4 opportunities a game to get tackles. And like, that's all he's getting per game is like 3 or 4 tackles a game. Right. Because I just assume every college team plays 10 games. I know that some teams could play more or whatever, but I'm assuming you only played 10 games. You had 31 tackles. That's 3 tackles a game. That's nothing. That's nothing to brag about. I mean, that's like bragging about LeBron, Bronny, and like 5 points a game or 4 points a game in college. Like, the reason why I think Travis Hunter is going to be a flop because he's already talking like Anthony Richardson was talking. Like, bro, is the NFL even going to be hard? Like, what the fuck? Like, you're not even in the SEC. You're going up against scrubs more often than not who aren't even going to make the NFL rosters and won't even get drafted in the NFL. And you're already talking about, oh, is the NFL even going to be hard? Like, get the fuck out of here. Because I think Shedeur and Hunter are both going to be flops. I mean, everybody's talking about them as like top 5 NFL picks right now. They're not top 5 NFL picks. And if they are, it's because of hype. Man. Right? Shedeur hype is even worse. Yeah. I mean, he's touted right now as the best QB in college, and that's what's kind of crazy. But it's also like this year isn't really like that good for like quarterbacks, right? It was because you had a lot of fifth-year quarterbacks who are still there because it was all the people who started in during COVID, and it was like that year didn't count. Remember, if you played during the COVID year, that that didn't count towards your college eligibility. So like all those people who were still there last year, there were a lot of fifth-year, a lot of fifth-year players like in there. And all those players are gone now. All those players are gone now. Perry said legit average 20 rushes a game definition of stat pattern. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And like, let's even go see. I know didn't Shador won some award, right? Let's see. 39, 26, 35 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I mean, that's a good ratio. Let's see. NCAA passing leaders 2024. Let's see where he is amongst. So 4,300 is the tops. I mean, he's amongst the top players for sure. And I mean, Miami, they're not in the SEC. Cam Ward. I mean, I know a lot of people think Cam Ward's better than him. I mean, he probably is. And then I don't know who this Kyle McCord is from Syracuse. He's the guy who led NCAA in passing stats, in passing yards. And I know Syracuse isn't in the SEC. Yeah, and then you got some LSU quarterback, TCU, Oregon, Georgia. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's just like no rushing on that team, right? Perry said people are kind of confused. He won best senior quarterback, not best quarterback. Ward won that. There's too many awards. Okay, that's what it was. And see, I didn't even know what award it was. I just said he won some award, but okay, so that's what it was. Best senior quarterback. Okay, that makes sense. And it's because Cam Ward wasn't a senior, right? He's also because if he was a senior, probably he would have won that too. Because I mean, his numbers were like just better. 4,100 yards, 36 touchdowns to 35, and then 7 interceptions compared to 8. So that shit's funny. His rating was just a little bit better. And LeBum is bogus for not checking Bronny. But see, like that was the whole. I mean, come on, man. Like LeBron is the one that wants this to happen. Like I'm sure Bronny wanted it to happen, but I mean, LeBron. This is probably LeBron's last year. That's why he needed it to happen right now. And Lipsy, shout out on Rumble. Gotta love when Purdy and Jennings both fuck you over in the playoffs, man. Fucking 49ers fucks. Yeah, such bullshit, man. But yeah, this is really the only time that I'll start paying attention to these college quarterbacks, because now we want to see like what kind of bowl games, what are they going to do when everybody's watching, when the bright lights really hit. And what do we know all the bowl games and shit? Like, I mean, Colorado's not in like the playoff or anything, are they? Hey, let's see. Let's see. Where the hell is the bracket? So did they pick already? Oh, here we go. Indiana, Notre Dame, SMU, Penn State, Clemson, Texas, Tennessee, Ohio State. Boise's ranked third. Okay, see, like let's see what Gianti does here. Hell yeah, man, versus Penn State. And then yeah, so what is it? So is it 4 teams have a bye? Man, so Boise was good enough to get a bye. So it's Oregon, Georgia, Boise, and who else is the bye? Boise, Arizona State, Oregon, and Georgia. So Arizona State's the other one. Yeah, this will be interesting. This is the first time that they've done the 12 teams, right? For the college playoffs. Wasn't it like 8 before this? Right? And right, Perry said, I'm saying they barely made the top 25. Exactly. Like I already knew they weren't going to be in the playoffs. Like what bowl game are they even? Are they even playing in like, one of the top like bowl games or anything? But yeah. That's why, man. People are just way too hyped on Colorado. Like, I like the whole thing, but man, people are just way too hyped. Way too hyped. All right. Whew. Senor Rojo, that game last night reminded me of the generation of players. Generation of players are weaker than the players I grew up watching, the 80s and 90s. Old school players would have been filling that stat sheet. Yeah, I mean, it's a different... it's like an almost a completely different game from the 80s and the 90s. I mean, there's only a couple teams that really like played with this like style of play that we have now. Most of the teams were fucking rushing, just grind it the fuck out, and like everyone's just super hardcore on defense. Super hardcore on defense. All right. Time to get up out of here. Don't forget to go get signed up, 420crew.com, and then go to 420crewmerch.com. Go check out a shirt. You can get a shirt for like $15 right now. You get a couple and you get free shipping. And we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Happy Friday the 13th.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.